Good morning, everybody. I think we're going to start this webinar that we have for you today. So happy to see that you've signed up for this. Today we'll be focusing on Andermatt in Switzerland, and we have some of our great partners from the Chedi Andermatt and the Radisson Blue Andermatt with us today, who will give you an introduction to Andermatt and to the venues and what they can offer as a destination. Just a few practical things for the webinar. It will be recorded, so we can send it out to you afterwards if you need that. There's also time for Q&As. I guess you can see on your screen that there's a Q&A box. If you click on that, you can ask questions you might have. Then at the end of the webinar, we will wrap up and then take as many Q&As as there might be. Otherwise, we will also take the Q&As and take them in a follow-up email so you can get answers to everything that you might have. The meeting is scheduled to last about 45 minutes, but we'll see how much time we have at the end. Actually, I think that's it for me. That's not me you're here to see. It's actually Carolina from the Chedi and Johanna from Radisson Blue that is with us today. So I'll just give it up to you two. So enjoy the webinar. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Let's start with a short introduction by person. So my name is Carolina Stanevich is in full name. I'm the Assistant Director of Sales in the Chedi and Andermatt. I will start the presentation and then later on forward to my dear colleague, Joanna. Joanna, would you like to introduce yourself now or later?
Later, I'm going to do later.
Later, okay. Then I would say I directly start with the presentation. So welcome to the world of Andermatt. This is actually the picture you will have in summer, what you can experience staying with us, your clients staying with us, and these are the views you will explore. Coming to the destination of Andermatt itself, so where are we based and who are we in terms of a town? So Andermatt is located in the heart of Switzerland, really in the middle. It's very nice to do road shows, to combine trips through Europe, because it's very nice located and has wonderful connections. To give you some examples, for example, if you would like to do a road show for Switzerland, we're located 40 to 50 minutes by car from Lucerne, which is a very nice spot also to explore. 2 hours by car from Interlaken, 2.5 hours from Milan, and 3 hours from Geneva. This is everything by car. And of course, the most important point, it's roughly 90 minutes from Zurich main airport, where you have the most direct connection flights to and within Switzerland. The airports we mostly recommend the Zurich, Milan, Geneva. These are the best options you have to combine, for example, road shows or also just having the best direct flights. What's also very nice, as you may know, we have a wonderful public transportation system in Switzerland, and the Glacier Express, for example, is also stopping by in Andermatt. So if you're thinking about doing an alpine luxury destination tour, I always highly recommend to take the Glacier Express, to start in either Zermatt or St. Moritz, and then do a stop by in Andermatt for several nights and then go further. From both sides, you can go then to Italy or whatever likes you, also just leave Switzerland if you want to stop and finish your journey. Maybe I'm just jumping back for a point because I think this is also very good to give you an idea on how far are the destinations one by one. You see the Chedi itself, walking distance to the old town. Andermatt in general has roughly 1,000 inhabitants. We're not a big town, however, we have lots of things to offer. On the food and beverage culinary side, on the activity side, we are in a 4-year destination, so there are lots of things to explore. However, we are quite intimidated because we are not a big city with millions of inhabitants as you can find it somewhere else. This is the nice thing about Andermatt. And then you see we're going through the town, following the river, and we are going to Radisson Blue. We're going through the train station, where you also can arrive if you're coming by train, and then you're attending Radisson Blue and Reussen. All in all, both sides, we're talking about 5 to 10 minutes walking distance, depending on how fast you walk. For me, for my personal experience, from the Chedi to the Radisson Blue, it takes me roughly 5 minutes to go. So we are very close. For example, if you also want to experience both hotels, or you also have clients who wants to experience different options in Andermatt, they're very close by. Then, as I mentioned, Andermatt is a 4-year destination. We are not just great in winter, we are also great in summer. There are lots of things to do. Even though we are a very exceptional skiing destination and skiing area, we're also very famous for lots of things you can do in summer. Just to give you some bullet points, you will also hear more in detail about us. The 180 kilometers of slopes, the 4 different Michelin stars we have in Andermatt, the championship golf course, which you can explore in summertime. Lots of restaurants. We're talking about more than 40 restaurants and shops we're offering to have also nice gathering and mingling around with the Andermatter living people and also the other guests. And then, of course, connectivity, 90 minutes from Zurich. This is one of the best USPs you have, because if you're thinking about other mountain regions, being really on the top slopes, you have more travel time than just 90 minutes. If you're having St. Moritz in mind, it takes you a lot more time. Zermatt, it takes you a lot more time to be there, to get there. And then you also lose time to enjoy and explore the region, which you still have if you come to Andermatt. So, you have seen how Andermatt can look in summertime. This is the pitch for the winter time. What do we have? I mentioned we're talking about 180 kilometers of prepared slopes. However, we also call ourselves the Mecca for free riders, because we do have any kind of levels for skiers. We're talking about beginners, we're talking for families, sledging, cross-country skiing, snowshoe walking, you name it. There's nothing you can't do in Andermatt. It also doesn't need to be ski. You can also do any other activity in the mountains and in the winter time. But this is what we are famous for. So starting from beginners, also for families, and then going to the free riders and also helicopter jumps. We also explored everything already there. Jumping from winter to summer, what is the most exciting thing to do in Andermatt in summer? One of those is definitely the passes. So the nice thing about Andermatt is we are surrounded by mountains, right? This is a really nice thing in winter. In summer, we are having the passes to explore them by bike, by car. We're talking about 3,500 meters above sea level, differences you can do by car, by bicycle, by foot. You can explore them by themselves. We also have different tournaments taking place. For example, like the Alpine Prix, which is taking place right now in Andermatt, or also like supercar owners clubs doing rides with the cars, and also the Tour de Suisse. Rust, Andermatt, already won. So you see, this is really a high-end level of passes and tours you can do. You can do more than 2-hour rides just along the passes. You have 8 different options to do so. And we are here to support you. If, for example, one of your clients want to experience it by themselves, they don't have to ride bicycle, they don't have to ride car. No worries, we are here, we take care, we bring you an Aston Martin, a Porsche, a Ferrari, whatever you like to, either with a driver to give you your private driver's experience, or to do it by your own, that you can do this experience. If you're not keen into bicycle or cars, you can also go golfing. This is our 18-holes championship golf course. Awarded twice as the best golf course in Switzerland. This is the place to be if you're a golfer. Different tournaments already took place, and this is, if you ask keen golfers in Switzerland, they will tell you, go to Andermatt, you will explore one of the best. No, I have to check. I would like to start with a short video and then go further with some bullet points. I think we're done. Yeah. Okay. Just stopping by with a nice mountain picture. So we explored the world of Andermatt, just a few of lots of options we offer. We will also come back to a few more details and activity-wise what we can do in terms of, as I mentioned, snowshoe, cross-country, skiing, sledging, but also next to golfing and touring and bicycle in summer, herbal hikes, goat trekking, llama trekking. We are also located close to the Ticino side where you can go sailing and do lots of water activities. So it's either more difficult to find something you can do than to have the whole list of bunch of options we offer in Andermatt you can explore with us. Now I would like to go more in detail to one of our properties, the one I love, the one I work for, the Chedi Andermatt. Of course, I'm also in love with Joanna and Andermatt Alpine Apartments, but this is my base where I'm staying in Andermatt. This is the Chedi. To give you some hints about the programs we are in, what we are doing, we're part of the leading hotels of the world. We are Serendipians, Virtuoso, Vita program, of course, Forbes Travel Guide 5-star, and Amex FHNR. These are the programs we're involved in and very happy and always delighted to shout out that we're part of that. So if you're Serendipians, Tecumians, Virtuoso, Vita, Amex FHNR partner, Leaders Club member, you have value-added benefits with us. So then the Chedi in a nutshell. We have 121 rooms and suites, 2,400 square meters wellness and spa, and seven different food and beverage concepts, which I would like to show you more in detail. So to give you an idea about the Chedi itself, also about the concept, our vision, the feeling we want to give our clients, Chedi means temple in Thai. So this is also the reason behind you often find the Asian blend combined with the regional style and flair. You'll find lots of wood and stone, very warming colors. And as you imagine a Swiss hotel to be, it has this Swiss chalet style mixed with an Asian luxury blend. Also, for example, to give you an idea, this is a general room which we have. You see lots of wood, Hastings beds, and then an Asian, very low located table, for example, to give this mix, not just in the rooms, also in general in all public spaces. If you're talking about rooms, the starting point, which you see, for example, on the left side, the picture, the starting point is 52 square meters. This is the least you can get in the Chedi Andermatt. So, for example, imagine if you're buying or if you're booking your clients a room in Paris, the starting point is 16 square meters. In the Chedi, it's 52. And we are famous for having the biggest standard rooms in Switzerland. Going from 52, the biggest we can offer, one of our signature suites is 350, but I'm coming to that on a later point. What will your clients experience staying with us? The rooms always include Hastings beds, which is a very famous Swedish bed brand. They will also always have a big bed, at least one balcony or terrace, at least one fireplace, rainforest shower, freestanding bathtub, and living room area. We're talking in the standard rooms about one room living. However, we do have those kind of wooden doors you can slightly separate the rooms with. As I mentioned to you, the signature suites. I would like to showcase you my personal favorite. This is the Foca suite. We're talking about roughly 330 square meters with several master bedrooms on a duplex maisonette 2-floor suite. The nice thing about this room is you have a huge living room area with an open fireplace, a huge terrace, place for up to 12 people, a full equipped kitchen. So you can also, for example, have butlers or private dining services and your own chef cooking for you in your suite. And then when you're going up to the second floor, you will explore your own private spa, including steam bath, sauna, and jacuzzi just for your own to have the full private experience. But if you're not having the Foca suite, of course, we also have our general spa. The general spa has 2,400 square meters. You just have seen the picture of the pool. We have the longest indoor pool in Switzerland. We're talking about 35 square meters. If you also include the outside area, which is heated, where you can go out, we're talking about 47 square meters length of the pool. The usage of the spa area is always included for the clients. The nice thing is, starting from the morning until 6 p.m. in the evening, we have splash hour. It means this is the time for the whole family. You can explore with your kids. You can go swimming, bathing, and enjoying. And then from 6 p.m. onwards until we close, it's adults only. However, you don't have to bother about your kids because we have the Bears Club by Chedi. This is our own kids club, which we provide starting from 3 years, where if you want to really enjoy your adults only time in the spa, you can work with our certified day keepers and bring your kid to the Bears Kids Club by Chedi. Finishing up with the spa, several steam baths and saunas. We also have 12 private spa suites, which you can use if you want to have your private spa experience as well. Then coming to our culinary excellencies, you see this picture of Dominic and Fabio. I want to highlight those culinary chefs. These are twins working for us and operating our Michelin star restaurants. We're the only hotel in Switzerland that has twins operating for us. We're very delighted and happy to have them with us. They're running the 2 Michelin star restaurant, the Japanese, which is located directly in the Chedi itself, and they're also running the Japanese at Guch on 2,400 meters above sea level. This is a 1-star Michelin restaurant. There you see the restaurant, which we have with 15 gourmet points, where you have all-day dining, breakfast, lunch, and experiences, and dining experience. We have 2 big chef tables where you can experience our 4 open show kitchens with all offerings. We have pastry, omasaki, European kitchen. You can really see every step the chefs are making and also ask questions and explore and being part of the culinary experience and really seeing how your beautiful meal is going to be done. And then I would love to highlight also our famous cheese tower. Our famous cheese tower is almost 6 meters high and including 55 different sorts of cheeses. We're calling our dear colleagues of the restaurant a lot lovely, like cheese sommeliers, because they really go into the cheese tower with you, asking for your tastes and helping you finding the right cheeses for your right cheese experience. And also, since this year, we are working with a cheesemaker in the Swiss Alps. Our culinary director went up to the mountains and did the own cheese by Chedi with his own hands. He's now in the resting process, and hopefully, fingers crossed, starting from autumn time, also the cheese by Chedi will be part of the cheese tower. As I mentioned to you, the Japanese at Guch, 2,400 meters above sea level. This is the property as you see it in winter. Also running a whole year with some closing times, winter as well as summer. So imagine you're leaving the Chedi. We're calling ourselves ski in, ski out, bike in, bike out. We're talking about 200 meters. You just have to cross the streets. And then you can directly go in the gondola. If you want, for example, to have it also privatized in terms of an event, happy to do so. You can already have a glass of champagne, going up in the gondola, going into the Michelin star restaurant, either on the terrace, either inside, and then having a classic omakase or bento box lunch or dinner experience. Please keep in mind, dinner experiences are just possible on an exclusive base because the gondolas are just running roughly around 4:30, 4:45 p.m. and then afterwards you have to leave. Or if you like to have a very early dinner with us, that's possible. Some more things we are famous for. So I would like to tell you the story about cigars. We're having the biggest cigar collection in a hotel in the world. We're talking about more than 900 cigars, and what we are the most famous for are our infused cigars. So this is like you have the cigar and you have some rum, some whiskey, some tequila sitting underneath the cigar and infusing it with the flavor. This gives a special blend, a special mix to the cigar you can just rarely experience in the world. As I already said, ski in, ski out, and bike out. We also have a skiing butler service. Being said, we're having a team of roughly 35 employees taking care of all your skiing needs. Doesn't matter if it's higher taking care of your equipment, helping with the closing, getting your tickets, getting your instructors. We're here to help, and we'll prepare everything for you that it's going as smooth as possible and you don't have to hustle with anything. And then once you explore the Chedi by yourself, you will see that you will find lots of wine slots to explore. So we have more than 5,000 bottles wine in the Chedi, which are exposed in different rooms. And one of my faves is the wine cave with the private selection of our owner, Mr. Severus. And then short and crisp, coming to some meeting spaces. The inside you see, or actually the picture in the upper left side, this is the courtyard. In summer, it's a natural pool. For winter, we rebuild it to the courtyard winter chalet. It's like our own Christmas market, which is also open to public. You have the winter chalet there with really the quick essence, as I call it, of Switzerland. Fondue, raclette. It smells a bit like cheese. You have some traditional music. You smell a bit of fresh done almonds, and it gives you a Christmas vibe with the Swiss blend you really want to imagine, or you really imagine about how a stay in Switzerland is. And then also I want to highlight our llama trekking, as we as the Chedi adopted 2 llamas, so working very close with the llama farm. And these are the parents of Sunny, our baby that got born this year in February. You are also able to go to the farm and visit our adopted llamas by yourself if you want. Just to wrapping up with those social places or also event locations where you can explore your wine, what we as a Chedi love to offer is to offer some social gathering public spaces, which we have as event location. So for example, on the right side, you see the wine library, which is a very nice gathering place, which can be fully privatized for up to 25 people for a long dining table or a meeting setup, for example. And then, as I already mentioned to you, the wine cave, fixed setup, maximum 10 people. However, very nice for a very nice family gathering, dinner, luncheon, wine degustation, cheese degustation, whatever you want to explore, we can make it happen. And now I would love to hand over to Joanna.
Thanks, Carolina, for taking care about the first part, about the general introduction and the Chedi. So my name is...
Can you just quickly, because I cannot see on the screen, just give me a small hint when I should go to the next slide?
Of course, I will. So my name is Joanna Mietke. I'm the sales manager at the Radisson Blu Andermatt Reussen. Lovely to meet you guys, and lovely to introduce you to our property within Andermatt. So you heard a lot about the destination itself, and I also want to show like a quick video about the Radisson. So Karina, maybe you can just press the button. Thanks. So we opened in December 2018, so roughly 6 years now, and we are in a new part of Andermatt. So Karina already mentioned there are 2 parts of Andermatt, the Old Town, which is quite historic and authentic Switzerland, and then there's the new part where also the Radisson is located, which is Andermatt Reussen. So we are just 5 minutes away from the train station, and our hotel has 244 rooms and residences. So our concept is like hotel rooms and residences, up to 244 units in total. And we have everything what you would need in a 4-star superior property. So of course we have our own restaurant, we have our own spa, but I will come to that shortly. What is quite unique about the Radisson is the style of the Radisson. So we are a Swiss chalet style hotel in a mix with which suits perfect to the surrounding. So a lot of wood is also part of our indoor and outdoor area. It's typical Scandinavian design, and if you've worked before with Radisson, it's not a typical Radisson. So please hold on, see the pictures, and you're gonna be amazed about the whole scenery within the Radisson. So please carry on with the next slide. Looking into our rooms. So as I said, hotel rooms and residences. So our hotel rooms have standard and superior category, 28 square meters with everything you would need for staying in the hotel. And if you want to stay for a longer time, or if you're traveling with your family, or if you're having groups and they need additional accommodation, we also have our residences ranging from 1-bedroom apartments to 3-bedroom apartments. As you can see, they have a fully equipped kitchen. They have a nice living room area, nice views. So you see the mountains. When you wake up, it's incredible. So we're carrying on. Coming into our lobby area. What is the perfect thing about Andermatt and the Radisson itself as well is you have everything right in front of your doorstep. But sometimes you being outside of the inside of the mountains, like exploring and in winter or summer, and you just want to relax. So this is the perfect place to relax. If you want to have a glass of wine, if you want to have a gin tonic after a long day, if you just want to relax and just have a great time in the mountains, this is the vibe you get at the Radisson. So it's warming, welcoming atmosphere, and with an alpine chic combined with Scandinavian design. Please carry on. But if you don't just want to relax with a drink, maybe you want to also have a dip into our pool. So we have a 25 meters indoor pool. Please enjoy the view. So you can be sportive and relax and enjoy the view across the Reussen Valley and the mountains surrounding. And not just that, if we carry on to the next slide, you can see we also have a beautiful spa area with a lot of treatments you can have, and also of course sauna, steam bath, and our clients love to be active, which is why we have also a great gym fully equipped with techno gym equipment. So if you want to be active outdoor and indoor, that's the place to be and to go. And of course, as Carolina said, culinary experiences are important. It's part of your experience, it's part of the journey. And our restaurant Spoon has like a concept with like a combination of Italian cuisine, because we have an Italian kitchen chef who is running it. And of course, a combination with the Swiss cuisine and local herbs, local ingredients, some of them like basically picked up just next to the hotel, some of the herbs we are using. And our restaurant has, of course, breakfast service and dinner and lunch service for the culinary experiences. And our bar is open until the very late hours to relax and have a gathering there, enjoy, like reflect on the day when we've been outside, and enjoy the drink. Please, Karen. Looking into Andermatt, looking into the Radisson and facing the concert hall next to the Radisson, this is an event space and the public space we are using for gatherings, for people working with business groups, or if they have some public events. For example, some public events called from Andermatt Music, our local partner, some traditional orchestras coming up to the concert hall. This is a building which is unique. This is the highest concert hall within Switzerland, within the Alps, and it was opened by the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra, and we can come up to 700 people. So we are using this concert hall, if you're carrying on with the next slide, please, for multi occasions. So as you can see on the right side, we have different kind of musics, orchestras, and also like there was like just a piano in the concert hall for public events. But we've also used it for other events like dinner events, also like the Genuss Film Festival. This is like a regional festival regarding culinary and movie. So you first watch a movie, which is a great ambience, and then you have a great dinner within the concert hall. And of course, this concert hall can be used for multiple occasions. We have had product presentations. We have had big gala dinners. We have had big seminars and congresses and conferences. So this is the place to be if you have like a larger group and you're searching for a great place to gather them together. And of course, this is not the only place where you can gather them. We have additional meeting spaces to have like a seminar or smaller workshops. But as you can see also down there, we're quite spontaneous and creative and where to gather and where to organize a dinner. So you can see on the left-hand side, this is a dinner we made at the Chedi in the garage. So I don't know if you ever had a meeting or like a dinner experience in a garage next to supercars. In Andermatt, you are able to organize it. So that's what we've done last year and what we do in multiple occasions to be creative and creating like a unique experience, no matter if it's for dinner, if it's for a private dining experience or whatever you are looking for. We are helping you to organize it within our properties or within Andermatt in general. And of course, on the right-hand side, you can also see the Swiss House. This is also run by the Chedi, another restaurant in the village, and it's close to the golf course in summer, goes close to the cross-country skiing area in wintertime with a nice globe. So there are multiple options to organize dinners, lunches, and gatherings in Andermatt. Coming to the piazza, which is also one of the heart of our event spaces right in front of the Radisson. This is a public space, and this public space can be used for whatever you can name it. We had food markets there, we had like concerts there, we had like a little bar there, we had like different options with like experiences, also driving there with like bikes. Some of our biking trails, they end there. So there are multiple occasions we're using this, and we can privatize this. And what I want to mention as well is the new Vorkargasse. So the new Vorkargasse is right in front of the Radisson Blu. The new part of Andermatt, Andermatt Reuss, is the part where the Radisson and the Andermatt Alpine apartments are. So I'm coming to the Andermatt Alpine apartments shortly, but this part of Andermatt is not the part where most of the locals are living. So this part is getting lively by your guests. This part is getting lively by the experiences you can get at the Vorkargasse. So we are having the Vorkargasse since December last December. So it's roughly half a year now. So we are having, beside a few restaurants and also a new Michelin-starred restaurant, or close to Michelin-starred restaurant, they're currently on to get the Michelin star, 3 other restaurants. We have a lot of boutiques, stores for Victorinox, Swiss watches. There are a lot of options to explore, and of course a renting shop. So if you want to look for whatever, ski equipment, if it's bike equipment, if you want to go hiking and you need the equipment, it's just across the piazza from the Radisson, and we help you to organize that with our local partners. Yeah. Coming to the Andermatt Alpine apartments. So you see, the Andermatt Alpine apartments are just around the corner from the Radisson Blu, all in the new part of Andermatt. Some facts and figures about them. So we have in total at the moment 29 houses. There are coming more. And we have at the moment around 200 apartments they are able to rent out in 3 different categories. So the Andermatt Alpine apartments are stylish and fully equipped apartments. So maybe you can just carry on with the next slide, please. And every house of these 29 houses has their individual design. So there's no house and no apartment looking the same as the other, which makes it a quite unique experience to stay in one of those apartments with the modern alpine design and spacious layouts. So they combine like the perfect combination about the comfort, but also being private in your own apartment with all the amenities you would need nearby, if it's like a grocery store, if it's a spa area, if it's the activities around just at the doorstep, everything right in front of you, which makes it ideal for families, couples, long stays, to stay in Andermatt in one of the alpine apartments. So that's basically what we wanted to showcase about Andermatt. We were looking forward to see your clients in Andermatt, no matter if summer or winter time. And thanks for joining the webinar. And I guess Peter is now taking over for the Q&A session. Is that right?
That is correct. And thank you so much, Joanna and Caroline, for a great presentation. I can see there are actually no Q&As in the box right now, but I might have a few questions just to start it up. First of all, I think it looks like a fantastic destination. So I think that's a good good opportunity for everyone to go if they have business to Switzerland. I have a question for the transportation. I think Zurich was the closest airport to Andermatt, but are there any like shuttle or train, or what would be the easiest way to go from Zurich?
Wants to go. So there's several ways. So we either can help you with the transport because we have own cars where we can prepare the pickup for you, which is chargeable depending on how much luggage and how many person. The price can vary between 350 to 750, depending on how many people. I, for myself, love the way to go by public transportation because this is the most convenient and also the most stunning way to go through Switzerland. You can enjoy the views, you can enjoy the mountain. You just have to go into the train because the SBB offers the luggage service, meaning you can drop your luggage after you arrived as the SBB luggage service point, and they will transfer your luggage to the hotel you want to go or the spot you want to leave. You have several options to do so, meaning you just have to go into the train. If you're going in the first class, for example, you have also a very nice service at the table. If you're doing it in the Glacier Express, you can also have a 3 to 5 course meal in the train. So either car or train, both is very delightful in Switzerland.
Nice. Another question that I just wrote down during your presentation, even though you are two different brands, but let's say you stay at the Radisson, is it possible to like dine at the Chedi or to do like a joint experience? Okay.
100%. We love to welcome the clients of the Radisson and the Chedi. That's why I mentioned how close they are. You don't have to go far.
No, but that's almost because you...
Yeah, the perfect chance to combine two experiences all in one, because we know there are clients, they prefer either 5-star or 4-star, but they maybe want to have like an additional experience if it's a dining experience, if it's like a spa experience or whatever. So we often combine those properties together. So to have like a full Andermatt experience within our properties.
Great, really good. Also, Carolina, you mentioned something about, I know this is interesting for the ski operators, but for skiing in and skiing out, is that suitable for both properties, or how does okay?
Yes. Nice. So we are 300 meters away from the gondola, not 200, so a little bit more, but there's a ski bus running. Of course, we also have ski lockers, and as I said, just around the corner, we have our ski suppliers, so not within the hotel as the Chedi, but also ski equipment suppliers. So there's everything in line to ski in and ski out from the Radisson and the Chedi, and from the Radisson, it's closer if you're going to go cross-country skiing, but other than that, there's both possible for both properties.
Perfect. That's actually all for me. Maybe one last tricky question. I mean, you mentioned something about Saint-Moritz and Verbier, the destinations that we do know already. I think few of us know Andermatt that well. So why is Andermatt special compared to those? I know it's a bit tricky to say that, but if you should give us your best selling point for going to Andermatt, why should we go?
Happy to do so. I think Joanna and I, we have both an opinion, so I would love to start on that. I mean, as you mentioned, you heard about Verbier. You know Verbier, you know Zermatt, you know St. Moritz, but does really everyone heard about Andermatt? Not yet. It's still a hidden gem. Being said, if you want to have it quite luxurious, you come to Andermatt. If you want to tell a story about, have you ever heard about Andermatt? This is the most stunning place on earth, and I will show you some pictures to make your friends also kind of jealous, because you have been to a place they don't know it yet, and it's amazing. This is also a reason. And also, as I said, in terms of connectivity, if you want to go to some places like Zermatt or St. Moritz, you really have to travel a lot. It takes you almost a day, and you're losing your private time because you're stuck in the car and the train. I mean, of course, it's beautiful to travel, right? Nevertheless, we're all running kind of out of time, and we just want to spend it on the slopes, in the restaurant, in the spa. And if you're coming to Andermatt, you have more time to spend on your private base rather than traveling to the spot you want to go for. And then, of course, I mean, a place which has only 1,600 inhabitants, but 4 Michelin stars, I mean, you have to take a week to explore all the culinary delightful experiences we have. So you have to come to Andermatt to have a look at this place, which is so small, but so much to offer.
Nice.
Yes, of course. Like, that's basically what I wanted to say as well. But I want to add a few more things. Maybe because you are able to experience pure Switzerland. So we are close to Lake Lucerne. We are in the mountains, and we are having the cities nearby. So we are close to Lucerne. We are close to Zurich. So you are able to explore all like cities, mountains, and lakes within one day, and the pastries in summer, and the skiing in winter. So Andermatt is known within Switzerland, but outside of Switzerland, like Karina said, it's still a hidden gem. So you are able to experience the historical and typical Swiss experience within one village and the surrounding area. And what is also quite unique, you also have the modern and luxurious infrastructure, because it is a new destination. It is still developing. It is something you haven't heard about it before, or maybe just not in the context you experience it if you're on spot. And the great thing is, if you come now and if you come in 5 years, you will be amazed at how it changed and how it's developed in these years. So even for us, like, I'm here for 2 years, and back then when I came here, wow, like what has happened within the village is amazing. The people are great, they were welcoming, and that's basically what you can experience, like pure Switzerland in a historical and typical way to explore it. And what's also quite cool about Andermatt is the activities are right in front of your doorstep. You just need to go out and you experience a lot of things, no matter if it's hiking, biking, or skiing. So just enjoy the activities, enjoy the mountains. That's why the clients are coming to Andermatt. They want to relax, they want to enjoy the mountains, and they want to experience the Swiss Alps. So come over and experience them. That's what they're here for.
That sounds great. It sounds really amazing. It looks stunning. I mean, and I will definitely go. I will, you know that already. I look forward to that. I hope many of you guys on the webinar as well have had some great insights in what Andermatt has to offer. I think it looks like an absolute fantastic destination that is for all year, not just skiing. So thank you so much, Joanna and Caroline, for you taking your time. And as I mentioned in the beginning, the webinar has been recorded. We will send out a follow-up email to all of you guys with contacts, etc., etc. And also for you agents out there, you know where I am. Just send me an email, drop me a line if you are interested in learning more, and we can discuss further details. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. It was good to have you here. Joanna and Carolina, should we round up afterwards, or yeah, we can do that. But thank you so much for participating, and we'll see you out there. Take care. Bye.